been on hiatus for a minute. Big dog back in town, you know pounds round when I'm in it. Bustin' yachts on yachts with thoughts on head top when she spinning. Nothing less than 100 footers for the water when we send it. Place your order and you get it. Try put them on but they ain't get it. With 304s I'm picking the biggest in my. Welcome to another episode of Persistent P Travels, and I'm your host today, Persistent. I'd like to start this video series off with a list of do's and don'ts if you're someone traveling from out the country coming to Thailand. Now, as beautiful as this place is, from the scenery to the water, the people, the food, it has so much great things to offer, but they can just as quickly take them away as they give them to you. So this is a place you want to come to with respect. Since we're on the topic of respect, let's start off with the cultural etiquette. It's one of the most important things. If you're coming from your country, your place of living, you can't expect these people or other places to be adjusted to your way of living or your way of doing things. Each place has its own specific culture rules. For one, you always want to show respect to the family, the Thai family, the royal family, shall I say, due to the fact of that's basically like their president, you know? So you always want to show respect to them. And one of the main ways I've seen people being disrespectful in my time being here is some people making it rain in the club. They take that real serious. They want the money for sure, but their king's face is on the money. So they have a big issue with their king's face being on the floor, if you can understand that. I dig it. Culture etiquette still, when you go into temples, places like that, make sure you got your shoulders covered, your knees, legs covered, things of that nature. Dress appropriately. Don't go in there loud. Don't be on some, yo, I'm from New York. You know how we could be. Make sure you have respect for these people in the areas, man. And these temples are just like going to church. I'm sure you go to church, do the song and dance, praise and worship and all that, but you don't go in there on different type of time, disrespecting, loud, belligerent. So keep that in mind. Especially while you're at these temples, you want to avoid public affection, making out, just lewd acts, anything that could be taken as disrespectful. You want to keep that to a bare minimum, if any. And I know you see me, I got the fresh baldy, I got the baldy on. But when you go in these temples with these monks, do not rub their head. Don't touch no next grown man head, for real. All right, we're going to leave it at that for the culture and stuff. Most of the people I see coming to Thailand are, expats, families that are retiring. If they are actually families, they're in different areas. They're not doing what some of the male tourists are coming here to do. Certain things I don't need to explain. What's understood don't need to be said. But, it's a lot of sex tourists here. A lot of people come here to get right, shall I say, or shall they say, get right. And when it comes to that, if you're going to these places, the red light district, the go-go bars, massage parlors, there's a certain etiquette, And I'm a man, I've done my research as far as before I even got to Thailand. I did the research. And I'm a man that's respectful anyway. And I'm a man who's owned businesses in similar areas. So at the same time, I'm naturally going to move with respect and learn the land before I step out of line and show, any type of disrespect. Number one, any woman that you meet in Thailand that you are pursuing, you must automatically have it in your mind that this woman might be freelancing, she might be working, she might want some money. So don't come here expecting to think, oh, I'm cool, I'm handsome, I'm rich, I got the flyest Balenciaga drip on, they gonna be all on me. You might catch a few that you catch their attention, but at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, they are going to ask you for some money. Now, if you're one of those guys who think you're gonna come here and finesse them out the thing and be like, yeah, okay, let's go do this, let's go have some fun, and then in the morning time when she asks you for some money, you want to be like, oh, I'm not paying, I don't got it. That's like a crime out here. As much as the P word is illegal, not the other P, but the P Rasta Ocean. You know what I'm saying? That thing is illegal. they still will set it on you if you try to play a lady out here and don't give her her bread. Like, you're gonna see the whole town come together. I swear. So you don't even want to do that. Pay the lady, pay the lady. And while we're on that topic, the amount of money like they're asking for is not much compared to what you spent to your hotel, what you spent on your flight. I've seen a lot of $1,000 bot conversations going on around this joint, and if you know 1,000 baht, that's about $30. So you do the math, and I'm sure she possibly looks fire than anything that you paying your 350 an hour to 500 an hour on the Eros or anything like that back in the States or wherever you may be coming from. So just do your thing. If that's what you're coming here for, then play the game how it's supposed to be played. Simple. Massage parlors now. That what I was talking about. What I was talking about the 1,000 baht. That's like around the beach areas, the main streets. When you're walking around, you running into joints. You might find a baddie that's knowledgeable of oneself, and she might be charging 4,000 baht, 5,000 baht. So just be aware of what's going on and know the areas. Now, massage parlors is a place where I'm sure if you here and you there for that, then you've probably already frequented those things back in the States. You probably already know how that goes. Well, it's pretty much the same here. 200-300 baht get you a massage, a real massage, and then if you trying to get into extracurriculars, that's on you to just to ask that question. But I'm sure the way she's gonna pull you into the massage parlor before you even assess that you want to go in, you're gonna know if it's gonna be a extracurricular activity. She's gonna make it clear to you about that situation for sure. So it's really no real deep questions with that one there. You just gotta be smart, play your move, and also you're gonna get some of them that's gonna offer to you. Yeah, no, what's that? The BB Jizzle, no Yizzle, no Yanum, no all that type talk, unprotected. That's on you. Whatever floats your boat, player. Do what you do. But hey, do what you do. Just know these people are working. They trying to better their life. The little bit of money that you throwing away could be a lot to them, and you gotta always put that in perspective when it comes to these type of situations. Some people do more things for money, some people do less. So that's that. Now, as far as the other tourists, let's move on to the broccoli, the greenery, the herbalist, the ganja man. If you come in here for that, plenty of that. Currently, as this video is being released, they're going through their little issues with their political issues. So the people who was pro-green are kind of out, and people who weren't pro-green are kind of in. Therefore, it's back to tight regulations. But from what I see since I've been here, it's up. You still could get right. Now, quality is going to be somewhat of an issue. You got a lot of outdoor sun-grown things, a lot of dark colors, which you could tell where the sun burnt it on that last leg of the grow. So yeah, with that, you just gotta find your groove and try to stay away from highly populated areas, tourist areas, because that's where they might hit you for 1,000 baht per gram or 800 per gram or some wild numbers like that. So or just hit me when you get here, and I'll point you in the right direction or something like that. Now, as much as it is around and readily available, it is still very much illegal. So don't think you're just gonna be out here willy-nilly smoking big Bob Marleys in their face and nothing's gonna occur. You might get a fine or something like that. If you smoking in front of the wrong person or in the wrong populated place, so you don't want to do that. Other party favors or turn-ups and this and that or all the other stuff besides the ganja, you might as well leave it at home. You might as well go and do you a 60-day program before you come around this joint, and don't do that. I'm not gonna say it's not around. Everything is around. Air is everywhere, but at the same time, certain penalties are not worth whatever little time you might be enjoying yourself. But do believe everything is readily available in every which way, shape, or form in every place on this earth, excluding nowhere. But you will get slammed on your head if you get caught with the wrong substances, permanently slammed on your head. E-cigarettes and vapes, those are somewhat illegal for local Thai people, they definitely illegal. For tourists, you get a little leniency. It's still illegal, but you definitely get leniency. I seen girls in the club. My boy pull out a vape. He with another girl, a shorty I'm with. She like, oh, can I hit his vape? I'm like, I don't smoke vape, first of all, so I don't know. But you can definitely go ask him if you can hit his vape. And I'm like, why you so faint out over the vape? She like, yeah, they're illegal here. What I like vapes. I'm like, so he got one. He gonna get arrested? She like, nah, they lean on tourists, so just be careful with the vapes. They're not gonna kill you, but I wouldn't play around. If you're riding around the mopeds, wear your helmet. If you're riding around in mopeds or cars, you would like to have you a Thai license. They don't respect international licenses. They will give you a ticket. A couple thousand baht, a couple hundred baht. I don't know. I don't partake in that. I don't jump on the back of no man's scooter. You will never catch me dead on the back of nobody's scooter, nut to butt. None of that go ped, moped, none of that. All due respect, do that, because that is the cheapest way to get around here and the fastest way, because traffic is real. Traffic is so real that when it comes, you could be across the street somewhere, your Grab or your Bolt, which is the car sharing services like Uber, Lyft, it will take you 20-30 minutes to get to a destination right across the street. And you'll see why, because all of these mopeds are just zooming through. They going straight to the front of the light, taking the light, and then they taking off. They control the streets out here. So since we're on that topic, we're gonna go to transportation. Like I said, mopeds, the quickest, cheapest ways to move around the place. Particularly where I'm at in Pattaya, we have bot buses where you could jump on a bot bus, take it from here to there, from north to south, or the beach area, central Pattaya area, north Pattaya, south Pattaya, Jomtien, where I'm at, and you could pay these people 20 baht. If you thugging it like that, you could jump in a bot like I did with Shorty the other day, paid them 100 I think it was 100 baht. Paid them like 100 baht, 150 baht for them to take me off the beaten path. Just me and her take us to the restaurant, because the the grabs were just too crazy. Like, it's 20 minutes to get to me. It was raining, and it was like a lit night, so it was already traffic. So we just thugged it and made the bot bus take us where we needed to be for the right price. So transportation with that, Grab is gonna be your best thing. Like, it's still not expensive. I could go from 4 or 5 miles in a Grab and spend, the most I've ever spent on a Grab is about 180 baht. I think it was like $6, $7, $15 maybe, and I went far. So either way you put it, you're gonna save money compared to your hometown, wherever you're from. You're not gonna spend that much on Ubers. On that note as well, Grab, Bolt, food. Your food. You can order food here just like Uber Eats, and it's still cheap as ever, and find you the right spots. Find you somebody local, or make sure your phone is able to translate so you can actually see, because you won't be able to know what a restaurant is. You're just going to look. You're going to see squiggly lines, which is no disrespect to native language. I'm learning Thai, so I'm about to learn, but you're going to see shit you don't understand, and then you're going to have to base your decision off the ratings, and that still could be off. So with that, you don't want to, get you somebody local, or go get you the food at restaurants that you know, or Thai night markets, day markets, the popular big markets. One I could suggest to you which was near my hotel in Soy 6. My hotel was D Beach. Right next to it is called Runway Market. You could get good food, smoothies, everything there. Now, since we're on topic of food, you want to avoid the little carts. Don't avoid. I'm not trying to knock nobody, take no food out their mouth. Avoid the little carts of the people driving around with the carts with the food, or the little carts in the cuts. Unless you see lines of people there, or you get recommended, stick to restaurants and stick to night markets. They're known to be more on top of just serving clean, serving as they should serve. compared to some of the biker boys that's rolling around selling food. If they don't sell it, who knows if they eating it or if they going to throw it away or if they going to resell it to you tomorrow. And I overheard that a lot of them wash their vegetables with the same water over and over and over, so which is redundant. But you know, you gotta get it how you live. So food. Since we're on the topic of food, when it comes to the drinking of the tap water, you don't want to do it. Don't do it. You don't want to do it. Drink that tap water, you will be fixed, my G. Fixed in the hospital, maybe. If you strong, yeah, I don't even want to go there. Just don't do it. Drink you some bottled water. Everywhere you go will give you complimentary bottled water. As far as your hotels, your Airbnb, they should give you complimentary water. And even if it's not complimentary, go buy it. You need it. Buy it. Okay? Topic of that. When you get here off the plane, if you come from where I come from, you're going to be maybe a 20, 30-hour flight, maybe 18-hour flight. I don't know, but you're going to be jet lagged. Don't come here and think you stepping right to the club and about to do 20 bottles and get drunk, because it's going to fix you beyond the point of no fixing. You hear me? You're not Superman. Now, as far as that, I could talk on and on about this, but I'm going to give you some practical tips from the moment you get on that plane. Okay? The moment you get on that plane, be prepared to experience something like nothing else. Now, when you land, you don't want to cash out and swap your money out. Definitely bring cash. You definitely gonna want to bring cash. You could bring 5 to 10. I forgot to, don't get me talking crazy, but I think legally you can bring in like 20,000 American currency to these people without them tripping and having to declare something like that. Bring cash. As soon as you get here, you don't want to exchange cash at the first place that you see. You want to go all the way downstairs like you're about to leave the airport. There's a little spot down there. I'll put it in the description for the exchanging of the money, the ones we went to. But either way, when you get outside, you still got a bunch of foreign exchange places where you can exchange great rates. Or you can use your ATM card, but they're going to charge you a 2.5 to some of them do 5% conversion rates on top of the fee that they're going to charge you at the ATM, on top of the fee that you're going to be charged by your local bank for doing an international transaction. So cash is king. You know, you could damn near bargain with everything here with the cash and the price. Now, I would say that, but I would say don't bargain with street food people, because they price is they price and it's cheap enough. What are you bargaining with them for? Don't bargain with Popo. We ain't gonna, don't do that. So a few other things you don't want to bargain with, but everything else, like when you go to the malls, certain shops, certain people walking up to you selling you trinkets and things on the beach, you could bargain with that. Certain women, if you hear, like I said, for that, you can bargain with that. And for the most part, just enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. A lot of people try to speak English here, so do your best to respect their culture, their language. Try to learn the basics of their language. Some of the hello is going to be Sawadee Ka if you're a woman. Sawadee Cap, like you niggas cap if you're a male. Kap kun kap, which is thank you. Kap kun ka, which is thank you for a woman. You see, I'm already learning. I got more to go. But yeah, when you come here, you don't have to pack a crazy amount of luggage. You don't have to pack a big bag. It's hot. It's extremely hot. I know you want to be attractive and all that. You can buy all that stuff here for the low. You could buy the fake joints, the 28th Street, the the joints that look so official. Or you could go to the real mall and go buy you some real drip, real high-end official drip from the official stores. So the choice is yours. But I like to pack light. My boys that I came with, they both brought 2 big suitcases and book bags and shit. I brought 1 roller suitcase, 1 duffel bag that fits right on top of that, and my Louis bag. That was it, which really amounted to be nothing because I had to do laundry so many times. But I went and bought a whole bunch of new drip. H&M, they had some buy one thing whole price. You get something else full price for free. So they were damn near giving away the store. As far as I think we touched on really everything. Like if you're traveling and you get sick easily, you can get international insurance, which as well, I'll drop a link in there. really that's it. Like certain key things that I noticed that's different here as far as other places. Every toilet got a bidet. So ain't no reason you walk around with no dingleberries, or ain't no reason a chicken should be stinking. Every single toilet has a bidet. Okay, so that's that. They're driving you on the left side instead of the right side, steering wheel's on the other side. It's a number of things that's different, but you really got to stay tuned, subscribe, like, and comment so I could, continue giving you this game and teach you exactly how you're supposed to move when you go into these places. Yeah, so that's that. I'll holla. I've been on hiatus for a minute. Big dog back in town, pounds round when I'm in it. Bustin' yachts on yachts with thoughts on head top when she spinning. Nothing less than 100 footers for the water when we send it. Place your order and you get it. Try put them on but they ain't get it. With 304s I'm picky, the biggest in my city. Even if that's in my head, these niggas still can't do nothing with me. Try to throw dirt on my name and try to put jackets that ain't fit me.